Hey, it's me again. I know, I have a way of returning and just keep at this issue of democracy and, these crazy ideas, right? These crazy fucking ideas. Keep returning to them. Like, what the fuck am I thinking? Oh my goodness. What? Um, I'm just an average guy with an average life. Well, according to American standards, by the way, which are incredibly high. I mean, they're through the roof. It's um, according to the world standard, which is very low. Most people, I think, live in poverty and everything, and I really don't have too clear an idea. Other than the stories my dad would tell me, and stuff I've heard. My dad was in the Peace Corps, traveled the world a couple times. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. I'm an honest guy. What can I say? One of the last of the honest Abes, so to speak. Right? Honest Abe. We've all heard that expression, I think, referencing Abraham Lincoln. Um, but what? What am I getting at here? What do I think is at stake? Why am I driven so ridiculously passionately about this issue? These issues. Why do I care so much? Well, if you notice behind me here, it's a world map. Okay. That's a world map. Okay. It's the only world we have. The one and only Earth that we've drawn political lines across and, all this nonsense. Essentially, anyway. Not to degrade or diminish the value of all that, but uh, what's ultimately at stake, though, is that. And that's all of humanity. That's all we know. If I had a globe, if I could afford one because they're kind of pricey, I would show you that because it would be a better depiction of what is at stake. And, I could put my hand on, But, oh man, if we could only bring people together on the fact that we are all human before anything else. This is the human experience. I know I happen to be a bald white guy, with a beard. I might look racist or something. I don't know. What have you? Whatever stereotype you want to slap on me, I don't really give a shit. Because there's too much at stake here that we need to come together on. Uh, and everything we're arguing over is just so rooted and embedded in money. And I think we need to ask ourselves, what is money? What is money? Why was it created in the first place? Because it was created by people. By us, people. Um, and maybe, just maybe, I know this is another crazy idea. I have a few. But maybe money is an outdated and broken concept, idea. Maybe it's outdated. Maybe it's broken. Now, that's kind of scary for a lot of people. Scary for me, too. I'm a person. We're all people. We've relied on money for a very long time, millennia. We've relied on this concept of money, this printed dollar, this printed whatever, the coin, what have you. But I think if we were to challenge these so widely assumed things that, we just assume that money is a necessary evil, for instance, right? We assume well, that's just the way it is, that's the way it's been, that's the way it's always going to be. And I understand we got to take small steps. But when it's 70 something plus degrees in December, you know, in 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 Bensalem of all places, Pennsylvania, United States of America, we usually get, it's usually like, I don't know, 30 something freezing here, winter, northern hemisphere, northeast. Uh, because we're like right here. See, this is like, let me show you here. We're like right there. The global scale of things, that's where we are. So you can imagine, like on that, latitude and longitude, how, the weather here, given the jet stream, blah, 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 whatever. I'm getting too, never mind. So what am I getting at here? I feel like I need to talk to somebody, you know? You're my stage. You're my somebody to talk to. This is democracy in action. Lots of people, a world stage, so to speak, social media. We can utilize the science and technology we have today, this being the technology more so than the science, in ways the world has never seen before, for the good, for the betterment of us all. I'm going to try not to get too choked up, because these issues are very close to my heart, because they're human. They're human. I'm human. At least I think so. I might be one of those aliens, but I don't know. But uh, but listen, we got one Earth, folks, one planet. There's one humanity. I mean, at least to the best of our knowledge. In our solar system, we're targeting Mars, we're going to Mars and things, but we've got one Earth. Mars is not a backup plan. It can't work like that. We have to make Earth work. Okay? We have to make Earth work. And we have to come together on our commonalities rather than remain divided on our differences. And I have a feeling, an idea of how deep rooted those differences are for a long time. It's not going to be easy. Sure, shit's not going to be easy. The world's facing issues. It's not all peaches and cream, as Obama made it out in his State of the Union address. We're facing hard issues. We're facing hard issues. But the bottom line is, we're a democratic nation. I don't even want to limit it to that, even, or to narrow it down to that, even, because this is a global stage that I'm on right now. This is humanity at stake, folks. This is all of us. This is all of us. This is our stand. This is our stage. I'm not the first. This video. The words are not unique. Other than it's from a somewhat uneducated, not highly educated. I mean, I went to ITT for a couple of years. That whole thing was a fucking scam. But that's a whole other discussion. Anyway, it's money again, but that's a whole other discussion again. But, what was I getting at? Like Carl Sagan, he was talking about it. Jesus was talking about it. So many different guys. FDR, Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, the Pope, multiple popes. Uh, so many different people. I mean, too many to name. The giants of the past. The giants of the past have tried to pass this torch, this gift of knowledge and understanding to better the world. This is our stage to make it happen. But it's a world stage now. The scale to which this is happening uh, is nearly unprecedented, and it's happening for the better. It's happening for the better. I feel it because we're people. We can feel each other. We can feel, like, emotionally. I mean, not just like physically, but emotionally. We can feel what's going on inside each other. Believe it or not, well, I'm an INFJ, so I'm intuitive and feeling, kind of like, it's a rare personality type. I mean, who in their right mind would post a video on Facebook, if they weren't rare or crazy or something? And I've been in the psych ward, label me with mental illness if you want to, or if you need to understand what I'm saying. I don't give a shit. Label me what you will, because I'm sure the labels will come, as they have, and they always have, and they always will, because we're human. There's that word again, human. And that's what we need to come together on. We are all human, regardless of our skin color, regardless of our geopolitical positioning in the grand scheme of things. Okay? We're all going through this little thing called the human condition. The human condition. And that's what we can come together on, regardless of our national affiliation, regardless of our political divides, all the other nonsense and bullshit, essentially. It's just, and I don't say that lightly or in a way to devalue or diminish cultural differences or disrespect. I don't say it in that way. I emphasize that because it's important. People's beliefs, people's individual experiences are to be respected. To be respected and appreciated. Appreciated. So I'm going to wrap up this video. That's my spiel for today, or this session, if you want to call it that. I think I've gotten some good points across, and the only reason I attach my face to it, I don't know, is why do I attach my face with a video to the audio? Because this is who I am. This is who I am. This is me. That's it. I'm wearing some blue jeans, some New Balance shoes, probably made in China. I don't know. Some glasses. I don't know whose brand or what have you, but it doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. This isn't a commercial. This isn't a commercial break. And that, well, I should mention another important topic or angle, is that capitalism and democracy are not incompatible with one another. As long as capitalism is well regulated, which is essential in order for both to work in tandem. But we're getting bogged down in the details again, and I think if we focus more on the commonalities, like the human experience, we can get more done and accomplish more in better ways than if we get bogged down in the details, so to speak. So that's it. That's my video, about 15 minutes, I guess, and thank you for your time. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it.